Hello YouTube fans, here again. Now as you know, I'm a big fan of Wes Craven. That's right, I'm a big fan of Wes Craven. I reviewed the original classic, Nightmare on Elm Street. I reviewed Servant and the Rainbow. I reviewed People Under the Stairs. I reviewed the two Hills of Eyes, the one that nobody likes, that's Hills of Eyes 2. And I reviewed the first he ever did, the nastiest, that being Last House on the Left. So I figured, what the hell, let's review this one. Deadly Friend, shot in 1986. What can I say with Deadly Friends? To me, this is sort of like Short Circuit. Remember Short Circuit? Number 5 is alive. It's a bit like Short Circuit, and it would have the 18 rating on it. This is a bit confusing with Deadly Friends, because there's a bit of, it feels like you're watching a kid-friendly film, and there's bits where it feels like an horror element. There's a reason for that. At the time, Wes Craven, big fans of Con Carpenter, and Con Carpenter sort of did his E.T., that being Starman. And Wes Craven wanted to make this sort of like Con Carpenter Starman, only with a girl in it. She gets killed, she has a tip in her head, brings her back to life, and that's why the film originally wasn't even going to be called Deadly Friends. Let me think what originally it was going to be called. I think originally it was going to be called Best Friends, but then you had Company of Waterbuffers, you had all horror fans, and he aired this to horror fans. It was mild, wasn't gruesome and anything, and other fans, it was, usually like your blood and guts horror fans going mad saying, well, where's the blood, where's the guts, where's the horror? And there was whinging and spitting the dodo out at Wes Craven. So he had to alter it, he had to see, and it's funny in one way because the same ones, right, and this is a true story, the same people that cut most of the violence out of Cobra added in the violence in Deadly Friend. Even though the stupidest ending in history, and I'll get to that, the ending where the fucking robot jumps out of the door and it rips a fucking face open and it attacks the lad. Be with me, you hear the screaming and you got the idea he has his neck broken. They added that shit in. They added it in. I mean, it was sad, the ending as it is, and they had to have this typical jump scare ending in the film Deadly fucking Friends. And it's also heartbreaking is you can never find this on DVD. You can never, ever, ever find this on fucking DVD except for the golden days of video. And again, it was shot in 1986. And it's a good one. It starts off with the girl goes Samantha, right? And this lad and the mum, never mentions the dad. I'm not sure the dad's dead. He never mentions the dad, but it's a lad and the mum. It starts off actually with this guy trying to rob a car, and BB was made by this lad. That does actually. He's a rich kid. He works on computers. He's a scientist. He works with the divers. Dead people, and he works with electronics. And he has this robot called BB. And this fucking scumbag's trying to rob the car, and BB basically taps him by the neck. You know what I mean? And that's it. BB taps him by the neck and obviously lets go when he sees the mum and the lad. Which is your idea. This robot obviously has an evil streak. And there's a bit of horror in it, I would say. Is you've got this abusive fucking scumbag dad who beats on his daughter, that being Samantha. He really lays into his fucking daughter. She's got a black eye, a busted nose. And I'm thinking, what an arsehole, what a scumbag, what sort of man beats his own fucking daughter? You know what I mean? And again, it never mentions about her mum. Did her mum die? That never gets mentioned. And he's a scumbag. I mean, do you want to see real horror? The real feddy fucking cougar out there? What's that? That could really happen in real life. You get a scumbag father who will beat his wife, beat his fucking kids, and it happens in real life. That's real horror. And you got the idea he's molesting his daughter. He doesn't show it, but you got the idea when she has a nightmare. You know what I mean? Of her stabbing her dad in the neck, blood squirting out everywhere. Again, a scene added on because your Blood Door fans wanted to see blood, they wanted to see snot, and Wes Craven's Deadly Friends, they wanted to see that. You know what I mean? He wanted to make it more mild. He didn't just want to do horror films and really gross films like Last House on the Left. He wanted to make something more for a longer audience, like John Carpenter did with Starman. You know what I mean? He wanted to do that. And, you know, it's kind of sad really, but yeah, he got Samantha right, and the new lad and the mum moved to a new town. I was looking at it as being Elm Street, no, after Fedder. But, long story goes short, they've got an Halloween thing going on, and there's this woman is a fucking bitch. She's a cow. She's horrible. You know what I mean? And you might remember her. She was the old lady, which is still alive. She played in the movie Full Mammoth Off the Chain. No, it was a comedy. And she was also starred in The Doonies. Remember the kids' film, The Doonies? She was in that and in this. She's basically just a bitch. She's horrible. Get that robot away, I want to shoot it. No, really horrible. And it's an Halloween thing. Yeah, they shouldn't have done it. They was playing baseball at the time. And that's it. She actually took the basketball away from them. She took the basketball and basically told them to fuck off. And long behold, they trying to get in, and BB has his way of breaking into locks. Naughty BB. And the bitch, the horrible woman, shoots BB the robot and kills the robot. She fucking kills the robot, and I fucking hate her. She's horrible. Then, if that ain't bad enough, Samantha gets killed by her dad. Her dad hits her in the movie because he don't like Samantha visiting the lad. You know, they're just friends, but he don't like it, and he throws a dicky fit, hits her, and she falls down the stairs, bashes her head in, and ends up in a coma. She ends up in a fucking coma, and she dies. They're doing off the lifeboat machine. And in many ways, I mean, he knocked her down the fucking stairs, he's in a coma, and he's not even fucking scared, he's not upset that he just did that to his daughter. He's actually hoping she'd die, because he's scared that she might open her mouth. What sort of father does that? It's his own fucking daughter. And she does die. I mean, he dies, but the lad has his idea of putting a tip, like in the film, in her head from BB, the robot. And this is when basically she thinks like Samantha, but she's thinking like BB, the robot. And that's when basically the film becomes a horror. You know what I mean? She starts killing people. She kills a fucking evil stepdad. Breaks it rightly fucking so. But he did death and all. Did Wiggins to stun. And she actually goes then for that fucking bitch of a woman. Now I do know there was cut and altered deleted scenes there where I think she got knocked through the door. You do have to see it in the trailer where she gets knocked through the fucking door, but in the film, death. I'm glad they altered the actual death scene because she gets the basketball with that fucking what she stole off him, throws it, smashes her fucking head right in, and she's bouncing about, blood streaming out, tire everywhere, looking like a fucking chicken. And it's fucking laughable. It is laughable, and I fucking love it. I love it. Cool death. And that's what she does. She kills people, but then it has a sort of a sad ending because what happens is a memory comes back right at the last minute. The cops are going after her because she's killed people. Even this lad, right? There's a lad who's a bit of a buddy, right? You know what I mean? He's picking on fucking, you know, he's picking on the lad. And that's when she comes in, you know, Samantha comes in, gets the lad by the balls, throws him, cool fucking death. And that's when a memory comes back, the cops come in, shoot her, and she dies. And I think it's fucking sad. It's sad. And to me, they sort of ended it like that, where she dies, got sad music coming up, end of fucking movie. But then you have that stupid ending, what I just said, where basically the lad comes in, right? Comes in, starts to bring her back, you know, put the robot tip into her head again, then the robot, for some fucking reason, I don't know why, comes out, that being BB, out of her body. You get that sound effect of his neck going, and his neck being broken. End of movie. You got the theme song go BB, and it pisses me the fuck off. That's the only thing I've issue with Wes Craven. Some of his movies always had a downbeat ending. Last House on the Left, downbeat ending. Fucking Hills of Eyes, granted, don't really mind the ending of that. And other films always had a downbeat ending, and this, to me, most of his films was always first. It's like Deadly Blessings. They wanted to alter the ending and give it a stupid ending. It has a stupid ending. Nightmare on Elm Street, even though I love it, seeing Nancy's mum get dragged through a door looking like a fucking blow-up job and the fucking car driving off. That wasn't Wes Craven's idea. It was someone else's idea slammed on. And this was the same. It was the fucking same. We throw an altered ending in. We make a jump scare ending. and it just killed the film. To me, it killed it. Without that ending, just give it a sad ending, it would have went better. That's just my opinion. But that was Deadly Friends, shot in 1986. Damn good film by Wes Craven, may he rest. Apart from that, it's not a bad one. Check it out. If you can ever find it on DVD, Best of Britain. It was only ever memorable in the days of video back in the mid-80s. But it's a good one, back in 1986. Check it out if you can ever find it on DVD. Deadly Friends. Until then, see you soon.